and gentlemen, welcome back to the Netrock server. How are we all? I hope everyone is alright. Today, we're going to have ourselves a good little catch-up episode sort of thing. It's been a while since we've done a just an episode with us, just you and me. There's been a lot of work with the other Netrockers, and today we're just going to do something between us. We're just going to wander around and I'm going to show you exactly what's been going on over at my base. We haven't had a video over at my base for a while, so that's what we're going to look at. The first thing on the list, as you can see, is the storage room has grown quite a bit bigger than what I thought it was going to be. Bearing in mind this is only supposed to be a temporary house, it's becoming a little bit more permanent. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of storage room, loads of space for loads of things. We've got loads and loads of saddles here from the fishing farm, all that cactus as well from my semi-automated cactus farm. We got mob drops here coming out of the ears, especially bones, but we're stockpiling bones because I know that Nay wants bone meal, so we're going to stockpile some bones, and I'm going to swap her bones for some wool at some stage. You know, we've got loads of other stuff here, loads of important goodies there. There's a load of materials and things right here as well. You know, all sorts of good stuff. All sorts of good stuff down here in the storage room. If we move upstairs, now it's been a while obviously since we've been here, so I can't quite remember what's new and what isn't, so bear with me if I'm going over myself a bit. We've got our front room here, / downstairs area, which is very nice indeed, if I do say so myself. A nice little kitchen here with a cake that was donated to me by Nay for my birthday, which I haven't touched yet. It's probably, well, it's definitely no good now I've trod on it, but we're going to keep it here anyways. And obviously, you know, my pot plant pile of paper right there if I need to do any doodling and stuff like that. Upstairs is an enchanting room right here, my little doggies, and this is where I'm keeping all my good stuff. So the mole lives in there, and then I've got a sword right there as well, and the axe, that all lives in there. That's my good stuff. Obviously the armor there's a bit naff, but it'll serve its purpose nonetheless. There's a few things I need to tell you about, which we'll get onto in a minute. I've got my desk right here, my computer, my microphone, my mouse right here, right next to my bed. And upstairs is my attic with, of course, the sheep right here. Haven't done a whole lot up here in the attic just yet, but I'm sure we'll figure something out in due course. So, first thing I've got to tell you is that actually this side of my house burned down. I think a lightning bolt struck underneath one of the support beams out here, and the rain never put it out, so the whole building caught fire, and I lost this entire facade of my building. Did I say loft? I lost this entire facade of my building, which was very traumatic indeed, not least for my puppies here, because one of the wolves succumbed to the flames, which was very distressing and very unfortunate. But not much can be done about that, I'm afraid. Not much can be done. You know, I had my wolves, one of them ran into the flames to try and... Well, I'm not quite sure what his reasoning was, but it ran into the flames and unfortunately it perished. We're going to sleep whilst the sun's setting. I'm going to do some sleeping. I'll take you through some of the important enchantments over here. These are my prides and joys at the moment. Really, they're oh God, does your inventory really need to be empty for to take things off? Okay, well, never mind. So, a whole heap of good stuff right here. Obviously, we're all familiar with my fishing rods here. We're all familiar with my rods. These are all both very good indeed. Then we have the armour here, so I've got a helmet with Unbreaking 3, Protection 4, Acrofinity and Respiration 3, which isn't too bad. Protection 4, Unbreaking 3 on those. Protection 4, Unbreaking 3 on those. And Feather Falling 4, Protection 4, Unbreaking 3 and Frostwalker 2 on those. You'll have seen this armour being worn in the previous episode where we took on the Wither for the first time, actually. It's the first time I've ever taken on a Wither, and it's the first time us as a server has ever taken on the Wither as well, which is pretty awesome. Then I've got my pickaxes right here. So we've got the mole, I'm breaking 3, efficiency 5, and mending. And we've got Galaxy here, which is Silk Touch, I'm breaking 3, efficiency 5, and mending. And 3 music for efficiency 5, fortune 3, unbreaking 3, and mending 3, which is pretty awesome indeed. Then I've got my diamond spade with efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, still working on this one. Same story for the axe, unbreaking 3, efficiency 5, sharpness 5, and silk touch. Didn't know you could apply a sharpness to axes now, but I guess because they're technically classed as weapons, then that's something that can be done. So this is the axe of destiny. Right there, and finally the pillager, fire aspect 2, sharpness 5, losing 3, unbreaking 3, and knockback 2. So this is my good stuff, which is just going to live right in there for now. And just in general, my general kind of adventuring gear, I suppose, lives in here. I might need a spare David Bowie in here, but for now, the only one is good enough for me. So, with that being said, let's head outside. I'm gonna open my doors here. So I've got still got some rudimentary farms over there, and this is my to-do sign. We're gonna go and take a little look at that actually, let's go and take a little look at that right now. So, see, cow farm and now pig farm. Actually, there's a couple of pigs in there, and I've got pumpkins and melons, sugarcane over here. There's a load of wheat growing right here, which needs some improvement. This is an automatic wheat farm slash like carrots, potatoes, and beetroot farm, I guess. What we have here is a very nice and very simple design indeed. What we do is if we just get rid of this here, so we push the button, which pumps the dirt block up, and then it also triggers a little redstone clock which activates these dispensers here, which fill whatever we've put down full of bone meal. Excuse me. So if I put some seeds on here, they're probably going to burst straight away, so let's not do that. Let's turn it on. So as you can see, it's just gonna do this for quite a way. It's not using the bone meal. This is a feature that I'm sure people know about. It doesn't use bone meal if there's not any crops to use it on. So then we just hold right click on the dirt here, and then the bone meal grows the wheat nice and sharp. We don't see the wheat grow, it happens that quickly. And then we just get ourselves loads of seeds, and we're getting the wheat come out as well. And we can just stand here and get ourselves loads of wheat very easily indeed. Obviously this is a system that relies on bone meal, so you do need a very good supply of bone meal, and fortunately that is something that we have. To turn it off, we just hit this button again, just like that. Fortunately, bone meal is something that we do have a very good supply of, and I will show you why that is in, oh my goodness me, in just a moment. So we're currently stockpiling up a bit of wheat actually, because I'm going to need it for my main house, which we're going to come on to shortly. I haven't begun to build it yet, but when we do begin to build it, I am most certainly going to need wheat and hay bales. So actually, while we're over here, let's talk about that now. My house, I've decided, for those unaware, is going to be a floating sky fortress thingamajig, and it's going to go right here over these plains right here, because it's a nice wide open flat area, these plains, so there's not going to be much that's interfering with it. It's relatively near everything we've already established, and it just seems like a good place to build. You know, we've got this vast open area here with not a lot going on, so I feel like just putting a massive sky fort up there would actually, you know what, it might actually look cool. You will have to excuse my hiccuping every now and then. I haven't been up for very long, unfortunately. I'm just recording this episode before I head off to work. I feel like I probably should, given how busy I am these days. So I've started stockpiling some resources over here. There's some dirt. I've got stone of various sorts here as well. You know what? Let's just chuck all this over here as well. Why not? So we're going to be using that to build with in the coming episodes. we're going to look forward to that for sure. I'm going to move this because you don't appear to be growing. Having said that, I've got a load of saplings here, so we could just pop a few of these down anyway to get some more wood, because I do need wood for another project that we're going to go and look at in a moment by the end of the episode. The bin men appear to be collecting the bins outside, so apologies if you can hear background noise, but there's not much that can be done about that. Today is bin day. I have only just put them out in the nick of time, actually, so it's time for the collection there. Well, actually, let's keep going. One's not going to grow there. One might grow there. Let's just pop all of these down. Look, like I say, I'm in need of the wood, so we're going to need to grow up quite a bit of this. Plus, also, it will probably be useful for the Sky Fort later on down the line. There we go. So we've got 30 saplings-ish just there. That's going to come in very nicely indeed. Let's have a look at our to-do sign. This has got a whole heap of things that I need to get done on here. So we got a Sky Fort to build. Got a Perdified Dungeon Farms, which we're going to go and have a look at. We've got a build Testificate Independent Trading Stores, which I have begun to do. We're going to look at those as well. The Slime Farm I've begun. The Nether Donor is a project that me and Morgan have started working on and need to finish. The Path to Spawn I've begun working on. So, oh my god, stop tripping up on your words, Nick. So, Path to Spawn we're going to have a look at as well. I'm nowhere near finished, but we've made a start on it. Mending stuff, I need a load of mending books. An absolute load of mending books for all of my gear, so we need to try and find a way to get all of those. And part of that means rebuilding the fishing farm, because I did have a fishing farm right here, but I had to move it for the Testificate Trading Stores, so I need to rebuild that to try and get some of those. Finish the house interior. It's not bad, but it does need a little bit of work, so we need to figure that out, and also do the garden and grounds, because at the moment there's not a great deal going on around the house, so we need to work on that as well. Can we just excuse me for a moment whilst I try and clear my throat and voice and figure something out here. Hopefully that will be a little bit better. So now that those are done, let's well, I guess let's go and have a look at, not that, let's look at the slime farm that I have begun. I used an internet mod on a website called Chunkbase, I believe, that allows you to locate slime chunks in your world based upon the seed. In order to obtain the seed for the world, all you need to do is hit the slash key, or T, and type in the / right there, and then seed, and then it will give you the world seed. So that's the world that we're playing on, should anyone be interested in following our adventures and seeing what they can do with the world. And according to that, it reckons that this area here, this is 4 chunks worth of land. 3 chunks of this are slime spawnable, believe it or not. And you know, they do spawn down here. You know, I have killed slimes down here, so they do spawn down here. But I need to turn this into an actual farm. And what I'm thinking basically is this is it's a design similar, I guess, to what we had when we had the Heinemann house in that series of Netrock. We're going to have water currents along here that are just going to carry. Yep, they're definitely emptying the bins. That are just going to carry the slimes all the way around here over to this corner right here, and then I'm going to have some sort of water elevator that will carry them up to the surface where they'll just get killed off and then drop their slime balls. Now there's a little bit of research I've had to do into the slimes because I know that their AI has changed, and I think now they do still drown, but they swim upwards. I don't think that was the case before. I don't think slimes could swim, whereas now they can. So that's a new improvement, I guess. I guess improvement to their AI. So we need to be wary of that. We're going to sleep overnight again because I don't really want to be dealing with mobs. This place gets very dangerous at night, especially with the villagers right there. Very dangerous indeed. Because this was, of course, a village. This was a village, and I have since actually completely decimated that village. We did used to have the final house right here, where these 2 commemorative daisies are. That's no longer the case. no longer the case. We'll come on to those in a moment. These guys are my skeleton horses. Now, these, well, I later learned that this was actually a thing. Basically, I just saw a skeleton horse stood on its own. In fact, there was two. There was a skeleton horse all the way over there, just stood on its own, and there was one up on my balcony, just stood on its own. I approached them. It was struck by lightning, and it turned into 4 horses, all with skeletons on. And they started pummeling me with arrows and all that. Apparently that's a thing that can happen in game. So, now you know. And now I've got 8 skeleton horses that I don't know what to do with. So they're just chilling out here for a little while until I figure out a plan. Loads of trees have grown already. That's impressive. So yeah, these guys are just hanging out here until I figure out something to do with them. Now, I know what you're all thinking. This, right here, this is the Testificates Independent Trading Stores, right here. Well, no, not right here. This is the villager breeder, and it appears to be working too damn well. Oh, I think one's just been born. I think we just had a baby. Baby. Oh, here he is. Hi. So, here's basically how this works. We have one villager down here with 6 doors. And let's go and say hello. One villager down here with 6 doors. How do you do, my friend? Hope you're all well. He's just chilling out here, making it so that there is a village for these villagers to populate. And these guys do all the populating. Basically, well, it looks like we've got so many up here, though. This isn't what I was hoping for. Excuse me. So this guy here... No, not you. So this guy here, that my crosshair is on, he's a farmer. Basically just a brown-robed villager you can use for this. He wanders around and he harvests and plants. Oh, we've got another one. Another baby. What on earth is that noise? So he goes around and he harvests and replants all of the crops. And as he does so, he begins to get a little bit randy. And as his inventory fills up with potatoes, he gets randier and randier. And then he throws the potatoes to his friends. You look hungry. Have a raw potato, he says. And they do. They take the raw potato, and then they start getting randy. And then before you know it, they mate and have children. Simple as that. The video I used for this was from a guy called The Impulse, I believe. And in the tutorial, he said that there's going to be 2 villagers in here. Oh, one's suffocating. Hello? Oh, he's drowning. Oh dear. Huh. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, that might need some working out. But yeah, Impulse said that there'll be 2 villagers in here, and then they'll give birth, and then the baby will run through a hole right here. That's only big enough for the babies to fall through, and then get carried on into the farm. He said he's never had it where a baby hasn't run through the hole. And here we are, with a greenhouse full of villagers. Still, whoops, never mind. Then we have these guys right here. This guy's trading coal and emeralds for the iron helmet right there. And this guy right here is doing good as well. So all these good trades right here, they're pretty decent. I'm a fan of those trades. And then we have the actual stores right here. This was something that I kind of built myself. Now, excuse me, it's not as streamlined as the first independent trading store that I had on the Heinemann world once again, because I believe on that world you had space for about 5 villagers in the amount of space that I've taken up right here. But this is a design that I built myself. So actually, you know what? This is I'm happier with this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into one of my single player worlds, and I'm going to show you how I put this together. Okay, so here we have a mock-up of what exists on the server here. Again, you know, populating away and all that. We got the village right down there. So what happens is a little baby will run off into here, and then it will get stuck down there. When it will grow up, it will then swim up to the top here, and then it will get carried into this first cell right here. Let's pretend he's not here. So we have a villager ejection system, and we're going to eject this guy as well. So this is what it looks like initially, just like that, okay? And then, like I say, we have the button down here to eject the villagers. Let's put a villager in the system rather than wait for one to grow up. So we plop him into here, then he gets carried along and triggers a tripwire, which opens up a water current up there, and it also closes a block right here, which means that when the next villager comes along, the water current carries him further. He doesn't fall down into that slot right there, he falls into the next one, which then triggers the next water current, and so on and so forth, just like that. And then these traits are rubbish, so we can just eject them like that. So these buttons are hooked up to around the back here, if we just tunnel through. So activates this bit of dust, which reverses this torch, turns this off, retracts the piston, excuse me, dropping the villager when we do not need him. And the tripwire, as you can see right here, actually comes around the back here. So it starts here, it activates this redstone wire, which goes up, activates this piston, which pushes the block out, stopping another villager fall down. And because there's already a villager in here stood on the tripwire, it means that, there we go, it means that another one will not get through. It will stay active the whole time. And then using the half slab trick, we can keep it nice and compact. As the wire goes up, it powers this torch here to turn it off, and then activates the water current. So there we go. I'm very happy with this. Excuse me. Very happy that I kind of pioneered this together on my own. You know, it might not be cheap, it might not be cheerful, but it certainly does the job. And you know what? I'm actually quite happy with it. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So that concludes the independent trading stores. I'm going to leave these guys to it. Hopefully we'll have a new villager by the end of the episode. Now I've got my portal here, which leads to my part of the Nether. There's not a great deal going on in my little corner of the Nether. So if we spawn in like right here, oof, come on, there we go. And then we just take a little nosy around. As you can see, it's pretty mundane. Nothing too exciting going on here. You know, there's no nether fortresses, just glowstone and quartz about. Some nice lava falls, I guess. But then you're really clutching at straws to get some positivity. So nothing too adventurous over here in the Nether. Nothing to be too excited about. So we won't spend too long there. I'm actually going to go upstairs and go to bed one more time to sleep through the night. And then there's not much left to show you, just a couple more things. The next thing we're going to go and have a look at is just over here by this absolutely colossal tree. It is, as you can see right there, this hut. I missed. We're going to have a look at this hut right here. So, ooh, fix that. This hut, oh, I need to fix that as well, that's unsightly. Okay, this hut is where I keep all of my mining finds. So down these stairs here is my strip mine, and up in that hut is all the resources that I've gathered. You might remember we tried to find it and I came across this mine shaft here, which I haven't completely finished exploring yet, so we might do that at a later episode. Then I came into a ravine right here, which I have explored and lit up completely, so there's going to be no mob spawns in here. And then down at the bottom here is my strip mine, which takes on the usual form that we have for my strip mines. And also down here I've got some... actually no, I've got nothing down here. Awesome. And my ender chest is empty too. So I think I've explored all of these tunnels now to about 5 torches deep. So I'm thinking I might go another 5 torches on each of these. Hey, I missed some coal. I might go another 5 torches on these, or push the wall back a bit further here. Basically, what I've done, I've done this twice on this world so far. I haven't done it on any other worlds. What I thought I would do is I would just mine down here for 1 hour. A straight hour of mining. No break, no extra time afterwards, just go mining. And so I did that twice. So 2 hours straight mining. And off of the back of that, I found so much stuff. I was a bit of an idiot, and I just combined everything together with all of my resources from my house. But let's take a look at what I'm the proud owner of. So that's an entire chest's worth, a double chest's worth of stacks of coal ore, added onto this lot right here. Iron, doing pretty damn well for as well. Gold, that's not bad for gold ore. You know, we're doing okay. Lapis, again, that's pretty decent for lapis. Over on this side is just dirt and gravel, and then I've got cobble. Oh no, I haven't. I've got the fancy rocks right here. Then I've got cobble in these 2 chests right here. Then I've got redstone, which is looking very nice indeed. Finally, diamonds. There's a lot of diamonds. So that's a lot of resources we got as well, which is going to be very useful for us further down the line, I'm sure. And then I've begun building the path right here, which is going to lead up through this little bit of hill and join up with the path over here somewheres, wherever I've begun building it. It's going to join up with the path down here, that's it. So as you can see, I've already dug this tunnel, which is going to carry on with my pathway and lead us into this cave right here, because down in this cave I have got to the right a zombie farm. I'm just going to run through here and have a look at this. So this is a very basic drowning trap. What happens is the zombies will spawn from the mob spawner in there, and then a water current is going to carry them basically to this tube right here, and then they're going to swim up through these water pieces right here. If we're lucky, we might get to see that happen. Doesn't sound like it. I'm sure it'll happen while we're here. Oh, here they come. So they're going to swim up this tube right here. There they go. And then this tube just comes along here, as you can see. And then they continue to swim upwards. And then their head is submerged in water while they're up there, and they begin to drown. And that's what they do. They just drown, and then they drop their zombie flesh. I don't need the XP or anything special from these zombies. All I want is the zombie flesh, so that I can trade it with the villager. As you can hear, they're starting to drown now. So we'll just leave them to that for a little bit. It's very loud. I did, yeah. Try again. So yeah, they're going to drown, drop my meat. XP and fancy drops and all that I can get from a different farm. The only problem is they don't always drop zombie flesh. Drowning is a bit of an unreliable way to kill them for zombie meat, but it works for now. Do you know what? I might turn this into a proper farm for zombie meat one day, but for now it'll do its job. The other farm I have is actually, yeah, I think we can go this way. The other farm I have is a skeleton farm. Oh, it's not that way though. Do you know what? I'm going to go the way I know. I don't stand getting lost in a cave. I don't fancy it. So can hear monsters about though. Actually, I shouldn't be able to. I thought this was all relatively well lit up. Maybe I was wrong. Unless it's just the zombie spot. No, they're walking. Huh, okay. I've evidently got some caving still to do around here. It must be up there or something. Never mind, okay. Never mind, we'll have to find that someday. Let's go and have a look at the skeleton farm, because that's my main source of XP at the moment. There's also quite a nice little trap we've got here. So, same sort of thing once again. Skeletons are going to spawn in the dungeon right there. And then we've got a water current that will carry them over to this tube right here. And then they're going to swim up the tube. This tube goes much higher. And then the tube will go along here. And then they get dropped down here through this lava blade. And then they take the fall damage. And the lava blade takes them down to half a heart. So that they're basically one punch kill. But what I didn't think about when I built this design is that swords have got their sweep attack now, which I cannot demonstrate at the moment because there's no monster in front of me. But they've got the sweep attack, which means that you can kill basically all of the mobs that you gather here in one strike, which is damn useful. It means you don't have to stand here getting hungry punching monsters anymore. You can just kill them all in one move. And that's amazing, especially if you have the looting sword like me, because I believe what you can do is you can hold your looting sword in your offhand and attack with whatever's in your main hand, and it will apply the looting effect. So we can get a ton of bones and arrows and bows and everything else from these guys. And that's how I've been getting all of my bones for my farm, and now I'm getting all the bones as well to trade with Nay for wool. So we've got quite a few here. We're going to flick the trapdoor so we don't get any more. Sorry, Buster. And then we just need to wait for them all to get carried along, for the last one to be put out. And then we can just strike them down with all of our hatred. And then our journey to the dark side will be complete. As a famous Sith Lord once said. So this looks like the last guy right here. I think he goes out, and then we can just swipe them all dead. And we get all the XP. All these bones and arrows as well. Fancy. There we go. I only need one arrow because I've got infinity. And then we got a bunch more ready for next time. Simple as that. Awesome, awesome little design there. I can do a tutorial for that. In fact, I may very well do a tutorial for that. And I may very well do a tutorial as well for the Testificates Independent Trading Store. But we'll come on to that at a later date. So the path's going to lead down to there. I've already kind of begun working on it through here. It's not very pretty at the moment, but it will be. And then that joins the path here. This way is eventually going to lead all the way over to spawn. This way leads over to my house. And I've got a very nice fancy schmancy garden right here. This is basically a preventative garden. This is here. As nice as it looks, I think it looks beautiful. It's a nice little garden. As nice as the garden looks, it's basically there to make me use the path. Because, you know, I spent a bit of time putting it in, and now I just kind of run across the top. So now it's actually quicker for me to take the path than run around the garden. So that's what that's there for. And then we rejoin at the front of the house right here. And that concludes the catch-up tour. I hope you've enjoyed the video. We'll try and do more videos in the future of actually doing things. The reason why it hasn't been like that recently is just I have been so damn busy in my personal life. I'm working an awful lot at the moment. I need to be earning some serious money because I've got a lot of big purchases and things on the horizon. So I'm working an awful lot to earn as much money as I can. So I haven't got time to make videos. Not as much time as I'd like to make videos, unfortunately. But it will certainly be worth it for me personally further down the line. And if you watch my vlogs, then it's something that you guys will get to see as well. I'd thoroughly advise checking out the vlogs just to see what's going on and to keep caught up with what's going on in my personal life. It's certainly a good substitute. If you're only here for Netrock and then all of a sudden there's no Netrock video, just check the vlog and see what's going on. I'll either say, hey, I'm too busy, or the vlog will be tiny and like only a couple of minutes long, and you'll be able to go, oh yeah, he was definitely busy that week. But anyways, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video, and take care. Bye!